And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a three-point game. Down low, here's Curry. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 8 points for Steph Curry. Curry's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Curry kicks to Davis. Back to Curry. The dish to Davis. The three. Kobe, the pass to Curry. Davis with the bucket.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside, George. James against Westbrook. James, no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2 and stolen by James. And James with a clear path to the hoop finishes the break with a slam.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Another miss by Westbrook. Westbrook's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's LeBron, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Thompson, he's checked in for Bryant. There's 1:38 left in the first. And the pass to Curry. From the arc. Can't get it to go. Nice D from DeRozan. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball and finished off by DeRozan.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Pass to Drummond. From deep, Thomas. Curry with some nice D.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Bosch kicks to DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. DeRozan's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another miss by Curry. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
There's 25 seconds left in the first. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
That one from long range. Bosch has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For 3, Durant can't hit. Now, here's Wade. Here's the 3. What a shot!
What a 3 at the horn. As the
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the East All-Stars?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Green. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Harden. And it's Paul in at the point. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Leonard kicks to Green. Pass to Cousins. Green dishes to Cousins. Here's Paul. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Paul's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the West All-Stars. Kicks it to Bosch. And stolen by Cousins. And there's the feed to Green. From deep three-point range. And it's the East with the rebound. LeBron up top, defended by Paul. Here's LeBron, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Green kicks to Cousins. Harden the pass to Cousins. Outside, Green. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And James pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Bosch. Anthony drives in. 6 to shoot. Paul with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the East with some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Bosch. Paul George comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Kyle Lowry in for LeBron. Leonard hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Paul with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. Durant's checked in for the West. Curry comes in for Paul. The East also changing it up. Paul comes in for Anthony. And LeBron's subbed in for Paul Millsap. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And stolen by LeBron. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Curry dishes to Cousins. The 3. Good. Cousins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
All with it. Leonard picks him up. And here's George for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And the West All-Stars with possession. 8-point game. Outside Curry. Pulls up. James with some nice D.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Harden, and it's sent back by George. Up the floor, and finished off by LeBron.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Curry, and Butler sends it back. And he recovers it. Durant kicks to Curry. Passes it to Harden. From deep. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. ends up going with the new group. And then for the East All-Stars, Drummond's checked in for Wall. DeRozan comes in for George. And Thomas subbed in for James. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. The West All-Stars with the ball, trailing by 10. On the wing, Thompson. It's stolen by DeRozan. By himself. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
1:35 left in the first half, and it's Lowry penetrating. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Dishes it to Davis, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Butler, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bryant. Chris Bosh is checked in for the East.
Chris Bosh.
1:05 left in the first half. They get it again. Out to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Feeds it to Aldridge. Right side Davis. He kicks it to Westbrook, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Draymond Green comes in for Bryant, and it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook. And a switch here also for the East. Wade, he's checked in for Butler. Here's Thompson. He feeds it to Aldridge. And Thompson kicks to Davis. Back to Thompson from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Wade's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Paul. Aldridge kicks to Davis. He dishes it to Green. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Here is Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The wide open look here for DeRozan, and the buzzer beater's good.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And so that's the end of the first half. The East All-Stars up on top, up 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. We've got Wall, Lowry out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's LeBron James, and it's George in at the shooting guard position.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Davis kicks to Westbrook. Here's Kobe. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And here are the East All-Stars. It's LeBron with the drive.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The East All-Stars shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
LeBron James, 2 shots.
Good on both. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Another miss by Westbrook.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Offensive rebound outside for George. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Bryant can't get it to go.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's James, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Anthony's checked in for the East. Curry passes to Westbrook. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Lowry's got 6 points.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on them in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Curry. And a switch here also for the East. Millsap's checked in. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Cousins has got 5 now.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Durant dishes to Cousins. Leonard kicks to Westbrook. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Durant, the pass to Leonard. And here's Kobe for 3. Cannot hit. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Deep 2 from Anthony. They get it back. And it's Butler with the jam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.